Alright, we're back. We're a bit behind because food happened. Sorry for the wait there, everyone. On the plus side, now I have pizza. So,
Exactly.
all wins.
Birthday pizza.
I need to fix up people's... Oh no, I don't. I think I've got everyone's things
Are
are
we
all
correct?
right. I think so.
Okay. Alright.
Cool. Just because we haven't done intros for all of these people yet, Emily, do you want to start us out just giving an intro to people
Sure.
who don't know you?
Yes. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm still here. I'm a filmmaker and an artist. Sometimes I make art for games. Sometimes I make art of characters, both real and fictional. So if you need any art made of your character, real or fictional, hit me up. You can find me on Twitter at BlackWallSays. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm really keen for Dungeon World. Okay.
Cool. Melody, do you want to let us know who you are?
Sure thing. I'm Melody, pronouns she, her. I am a writer and a person who spends too much time playing and thinking about role-playing games and reading them and stuff like that. And as of the 1st of January, I will be a Doctor of History. So, well, Doctor of Philosophy, technically, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specializing in history.
If you hadn't mentioned it, I was gonna be like, now, fucking published thesis ass person.
Yeah.
Published thesis ass person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the technical term. It's a bit old-fashioned.
Again, like it's got multiple meanings, right?
Yeah.
Luke, who the fuck are you?
Hello, everyone. I am Luke, Games from the Wildwood. By day, I am a professional GM for children. Indeed, I have arrived at the stream like a bare hour after finishing a shift. And by night, I design role-playing games, and I play role-playing games with these cute nerds. And yeah, I wrote a game about shipwrecking recently, and that's a thing that you can check out next week, I guess.
You also wrote... Oh, sorry. You also wrote the game...
Oh yeah, I also wrote the game we played earlier. That's a thing I did too.
Yeah, you did. It's a real good game. And I enjoyed playing it. We played it so much faster this time. Like, we played it so quickly.
You all forgot the bonus encounters.
No, we didn't.
You didn't?
Bonus encounters, the ones from the playbooks?
The questions for the hands, voice, and eyes. I think all.
Yeah, only one of the playbooks we had had a bonus encounter. The others were descriptors.
Yeah, the others were all like, when you get to your destination, choose one of these things that is a ceremony that you perform, or yeah, we
I have a.
double checked.
I'm sure that eyes is meant to. Anyway.
I don't know. Eyes had had something else, had a prompt, but it wasn't a full encounter thing unless we interpreted it wrong. But
I imagine it being an interpretation thing, because I think in the end I discovered that you all were playing with like the old version of the like.
Yeah, we were.
Oh.
The people playbook, and there's been some changes. No, it's fine. Like.
Right.
Hack the game however you feel, friends. I am not the boss of you.
Cool.
That's a different playbook.
We didn't do this for Across the Endless Sea, but I'm going to double check. Everyone cool with red card protocol? If we don't feel comfortable with anything, we are either going to say red card or we're going to put our hand up to the camera, just so that we all understand that we're nice people that are playing a game together that don't want to make each other sad. Realistically. Give me a second. I'm just waiting for my machine to load a thing. There we go.
Yeah, we couldn't have said not trying to make each other sad if Elf and Andrew were still around, because like.
Yeah, true. They are trying to make.
Let's be real.
sad.
The salt of the people and the edgelord of the people definitely want to make people sad.
The salt of the
I'm gonna start giving people like custom
I have a question.
custom playbooks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Which of them is the salt of the people and which of them is the edgelord of the people? Because I feel like that could apply to both of them.
In the context of this game, I feel like Andrew is the edgelord of the people, based upon the first time we played it with them, and I feel like Elf is the salt of the people because Elf is always salty as hell.
Sure. Cool.
Hypothetically, could I write a joke playbook?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Great.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
You want to write like a joke series of playbooks for it? Like, hit me the fuck up.
Great.
Maybe we can go.
April Fool's next year or something.
Yeah, that's right. We'll write a bunch of playbooks based on like I don't know, like streamers we like or something. The skinny ghosts of the people.
Great. There's a lot of potential.
The distracted elves of the endless sea. The commuting crows of the endless sea. Pretty good.
I mean, actually, the commuting crows of the endless sea is a pretty cool concept.
I mean, yeah, that actually just totally works. Like
that's just a really neat phrase.
Yep, I have now officially settled on what the next expansion is going to be. So like,
Is it the thing that
What
we
is
talked
it?
about, or was
I can't. Okay, so the first one I don't have like a precise wording yet, but it's somewhere in the vicinity of like hungers or wants or like desires. And then it corresponds to the empires of the endless sea, which is all about colonialism.
Cool.
Because colonialism is all about greed. I mean, not all about, but largely though.
Cool. I still need to write the space one at some point.
Fuck
too.
yeah, you do. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
you do. What
I
up,
have so many. I
Liam?
have so many projects though. Woo! It's a good chat we've got going on.
yeah?
All the cuties are here.
We got the cutest chat. I have my channel has the cutest chat. It's official. Like,
Yep, official. Yep, many cuties. Such friendly, nice cuties. It's real good.
So, you know what I'm excited about?
What's that? Is that your birthday?
That is my birthday. I got this cool dress and this cool bag from my mom.
Oh my god.
It's so cool. It's pink
Aw.
because I'm her daughter, and I love my mom. I'm excited that we get to play with the new Dungeon World books, the new Dungeon World Roll20 character sheets, because I haven't got to play with them before.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
Is that so?
y'all should have a character sheet there.
Oh yes, I do. I have a GT Ufru. I mean, that's actually a pretty good name.
That's a pretty good name to start with.
Oh wow.
I like a GT. I think I might actually keep that. I'm gonna
Yeah?
keep a GT. Yeah.
I'm not sure I can pronounce mine. So.
Yeah, that's usually the way.
Are you
got
Anopia
that.
or Tiaprile?
Chiaprile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I can pronounce it. So,
Has they got-
That is a nice
Chiaprile Ujasunk.
That is a really nice looking character sheet, though.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's got the like 5th edition like drag and drop compendium compatibility stuff now.
What?
Cool.
Haven't you? Yeah,
Is there a
all the
compendium?
moves. Every fucking move is in here. You just
What?
drag and drop.
What?
I'm
pretty
so fucking hyped.
Hang
Where
on.
did we
you wanna-
drag and drop them from?
This is
Ash,
amazing.
Ash, that was the point. Remember when I got hype and my eyes lit up? That was what I
Holy
just
shit.
This
like the character sheets. Fine, they look okay, but like the compendium,
Oh my
that's when I got excited.
God, that's amazing.
How do we do the
So the
thing?
little
The little
eye icon is the compendium, and wow, that is cool.
Oh
Holy
shit.
What
Right.
I'm
Drag and drop
curious
moves
about,
into your sheet.
yeah, what I'm curious about is how long it's going to take before they get it all set up for like third-party stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not saying that one of the playbooks I was thinking of playing tonight was the third-party playbook, but like,
Fuck, I don't care.
yeah.
I've been streaming
Well,
for 8 hours, dude. I do not give a fuck.
I don't
This
want
is gonna be
to
the
have
best
to
Dungeon World game.
manually. I don't want to have to manually type it all in though. Is the
I know.
thing.
No, now that that's there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Right. It narrows me back down to three character concepts.
Do you wanna? Shall we talk about character concepts then? Do you
Yeah,
wanna
let's
talk
do
about
it.
like what kind of world we want to live
Fuck
in.
yeah.
What is Dungeon World?
What do we feel like?
So I personally feel, and a lot of this is probably because I've been playing a bunch of Stone Top recently. I kind of feel like because we're playing Dungeon World, I want to kind of lean into like the Gonzo,
Yeah.
like high fantasy, everything but the kitchen sink kind of like dimensions of it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling
down.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'd wanted to do a grounded story about like non-murder hobos with like feelings and ties to their community, like there are other games for that.
Yeah,
I mean, also it's a one shot, right? Like,
And the other thing.
exactly. Exactly. Let's
Yeah.
like legit go in a dungeon, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I was sort of feeling that too, and I'm quite happy to do that. Yeah, like Do some real cheesy high fantasy
Yes.
Oh, actually,
fun.
I have just remembered there is a thing I love.
Mm-hmm.
Mel is not going to be at all surprised. In fact, Mel is probably going to like flash back to 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm super into the like dungeon is mythic underworld trope that was really common in
Yeah.
early D&D editions, where it's like, why do dungeons make no sense? Why do they exist? What does anything eat? It's because they're like cancers on reality. Like the dungeon is like a mythic
Extrusions.
underworld that is fucking alive, and like why are there? How did the dragon get in that room? The dungeon fucking like gave birth to a dragon, horrific
Whoa.
monstrosity, and like what are kobolds? They're like dungeon elementals whose job is to like keep the ecosystem of the dungeon functioning. And the
Alright.
deeper you get, like the more reality and order like break down. I'm really into
Okay,
it.
so I'm having some like Stranger Things feels here.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of very Stranger Things in a lot of ways.
Okay. Wow.
And
yeah.
now that you mention that, I'd be really curious.
To see if that's an influence.
Yeah, well, because we know D&D is, and like I wonder, like specifically at what point the Duffy brothers started playing.
Well,
'Cause, like,
so
that
here's-
was-
I have a question.
Oh.
First
Did they have wizards on board for the first series? Because they definitely did for the second.
Yeah, because Will is a wizard.
Yeah, but the point is.
Oh,
in the-
sorry, I
in-
thought you meant the class wizard. Okay, right, Wizards of the Coast.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast.
Right.
Yeah, did they have Wizards
Okay.
of the Coast on board for the first one? Because they definitely did for the second one, because an episode is called Mind Flayer.
I mean, an episode is called Demogorgon in
Is
first season. I remember.
Demogorgon copyrighted?
Demogorgon's not. Yeah, Mind Flayer is one of those few ones that is. There's like 8
Mind Flayer
monsters
is
or something.
copyrighted by
Yeah,
by
but
Wizards.
Demogorgon is a specific character, and I believe is also is also like licensed, copyright Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons
okay.
or TSR, but I'm not a copyright lawyer, so I'm not certain.
So the way that we do it with Dungeon World is pick your characters, let's answer questions about them, and build the world out from that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
let's fucking do
But
this.
so
And,
we're
like,
feeling like high fantasy, but maybe also dungeons are like extrusions into our world from some other horrible dimension.
the
High
sleeping
fantasy,
nightmares of
but
the
we'll
world.
allow it to get like extra dimensional and weird if we want to.
That sounds good.
Cool.
I'm keen for that.
I like one of my
Also-
favorite.
It sounds great.
Yeah, Mel was saying like rat queens the other day, and
Yeah.
I'm super into like a bit of a rat queens tone.
I need to read
I-
Rat Queens. I haven't read it.
It's real good.
Yeah,
I love the anachronism of it. Like, it's a high fantasy thing, but they're just like cursing and acting like people in the modern day, essentially, despite the fact they are fantasy characters and everything around it's fantasy characters.
It's- it
The
feels-
dwarf who doesn't have a beard is a hipster. Like,
It
it's
feels
real good.
it feels a lot in some respects like the friends at the table kind of like approach to like like Austin Walker, what Austin Walker likes to call like post fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. So as far as classes, I don't have a really strong feeling. I'd kind of like to fill in spaces based on what other people are feeling like. Do others, because I'm really like I could make a character that I'm happy with for any of these. Do other people have a mood?
Let me pitch you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pitch you. I got three. I have three characters.
Okay. You can only play one character, Luke.
I mean, look, if I get high enough level, Fash lets us start off at 10th level, I can take that advance and play two characters. Vincent Baker started this. So yeah, okay. One, a paladin, but I'm just straight up gonna play a dog from Dogs in the Vineyard.
Oh my god.
Like fucking fluff and all, right? Like I'm basically gonna crib Dogs in the Vineyard, and just be like, yes, I am a member of the order set aside for the preservation of faith and the faith. I'm gonna just go the full hog
Okay.
in that
cool.
regard. I think that would be cool.
Yep. Seems fun.
I like the idea of a druid. I want to be a real spoopy, real creepy druid, because everyone's always like, druids are in harmony with nature. They're like hippies. I'm like, have you seen nature?
Exactly. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. It's violent.
And dangerous.
It's weird. And I want to play
favorite
that
so
druid.
far. Have you read the deities for the D&D game that I used to run called
Yes.
Splintering Wheel? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be a druid of
Yeah.
Haru, right? Like
Yeah.
nature and death.
Yep.
Such a good pantheon.
Yeah.
though.
So I could do that. I could do that, or a small. So look,
Punch fire.
People keep complaining about the fact that there's no monk class for Dungeon World. There is. It's called the fighter, and your signature weapons is hands and feet.
Yep, that's it.
The game gives you
Right.
everything you need to do it, and I'm really tempted.
That's pretty
I like
cool.
the idea of
My
creepy
the
druid
the
myself.
only issue I have there is that like I fear that at that point, if we're gonna be doing some fighting, which I suspect we might, this being a one shot, because it will be unarmed, all of my like I've done martial arts bullshit will come into it, and I might start describing things in ways that for Emily will potentially go into the realm of like red card territory,
Possibly.
because like there's only with your hands there's only so many ways you can like hurt and kill people, and most of them are
I mean,
kinda, like
I was gonna say, I think we've had this experience in Apocalypse World before, where
Yeah,
you were
exactly,
like,
right, like,
can I
we've-
go up and like break this? Fine, and it's like
Yeah,
this.
we've
and
been
I'm
there.
like, can we?
Yeah,
Oh my
we've
God.
been there, and so like that's my hesitation about that concept,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of so I'm kind of a little bit.
I think the druid's
hesitant
my
about
favorite out of the three that you've pitched there. Just because, like,
Yeah,
I will.
I agree.
It will be a long time before I get sick of exploring Haru as a
Type
concept.
concept.
Um,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm all for that. Like that sounds good. This one's ruining.
fuck it. Does our Dungeon World have Splintering World Pantheon?
Yes, please.
Done. Deal.
Does it what, sorry?
The Splintering
Okay.
World Pantheon.
Which is the
Ash will drop
pantheon
you
that
a link.
yes.
I'll drop a
Yes,
link in.
yes, there is a link. In fact, you can
Yeah.
put it in the chat.
I'll
and
chuck
other
it. Do you
people
want me to chuck it in the
too. Yeah, in the Twitch
in
chat.
the chat Twitch chat?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Not that one.
The audience,
I read the
The
wiki.
cool gods that you wrote. Thank
I
you.
read the
That is
wiki.
very nice. That's real nice.
Here, I'll chuck the. I'll find the Pantheon.
Well, that's great. That gives me some world building.
Yeah, it's just a
Stuff
nice,
to
easy,
go off
like,
of.
especially for Emily, Luke, and I.
Be a cleric.
We can just fucking like drop in to that, and just be like, cool, we know what's going on here.
Now-
Chat, if you're
Yeah.
wondering about the Pantheon we're
What do
talking
you-
about, it's there in
I
chat.
don't know. I'm kind of. I'm like not strongly pulled to any of them in particular. Don't especially want to play a paladin.
Mel,
Yeah.
do a reprise of your like matriarchal warrior woman barbarian in the full plate because she was amazing.
I did consider that, but I've played that character once.
It's true.
It's
It's true.
time. Got to do something new. I'm gonna have a look at the Pantheon and see if that gives me anything. Like, I am kind of tempted by like an elvish like swordplay fighter, like rapier style, Inigo Montoya kind of vibe, but probably goofier.
Goofy
Not really
and
the,
Inigo
you know-
Montoya. Great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's- It's just Inigo Montoya without the last scene with it, like where he confronts the five-fingered man, right? Like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm wondering, like, I'm sort of tossing up between. I want to do some magic. I love magic in Dungeon World. It's a really great time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling like I'd be happy with the kind of like the cleric kind of magic. If I'm remembering it correctly, yeah. Choose a wizard spell, and also I've got healing and stuff. If I go cleric, do druids have healing in this? I can't remember.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't have spells. I
Druids,
just
yeah,
shapeshift.
they're just
Just
shapeshift.
do
It's
Just
pretty
fucking
cool.
shapeshift. Unless I take that move where I get to just be like, powers of fire, fuck some shit up, and just like channel spirits through my body.
Sweet.
Which
So,
Let's be
cleric
real.
would be, would be awesome. So a cleric would be fun and also like useful because healing and stuff is good, good time.
healing is good.
Or I would go wizard. That would be the other option. I'm thinking cleric for a one shot because I feel like wizards, I'd want to have a lot of feelings about spells. And I don't know, that feels like a thing that takes some time to kind of get into and get my head around. So cleric might be a bit more like just kind of pick up and them go. And yeah, then I can be a cleric of one of the wardens, and that would be real good.
Awesome. I think I'm gonna go fighter.
All right, that seems nice and rounded then. Druid and a cleric and a fighter. Yeah, cool.
Okay, Ash, remind me how creating characters works in this game. I have not been a player in Dungeon World
Pick your playbook.
ever.
Assign stats. Is the stat array listed there? Wait, you've never been a player for Dungeon World? You've only ever DM'd it?
I think so.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Alright, so the
I mean, but
stat
like
array.
that's my life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean the only time I've been a player for it is when you ran it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Your stats to choose to assign to the different things. I'm going to chuck them into the Roll20 chat. Are 16. Oops. What?
Oops.
Yeah, 16, 15,
Accidentally rolled a
13, 12, 9, and 8. There you go.
They failed the roll. Bad
You
things
failed the
happen.
roll. Bad things happen. Your character starts off with a horrible curse.
Oh no.
Okay, but Ash.
Suddenly, this is turning into Dark Heresy.
But Ash. Cleric of Shan.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool as heck.
Yeah. So Shan is actually I'll just read the wiki thing if there is a specific. Let me read to you about Shan. Shan the Patient is the warden worshipped by sages, generals, librarians, and spies. He is considered a devious genius who places the utmost value on intelligence and whose motives are almost never directly discernible from his actions. His modus operandi is wait for your enemy to make a mistake. His domains are knowledge, trickery, and war. A cleric of Shan, I think, would be very interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty
really
cool.
interesting.
I can totally imagine them kind of being like, a bunch of spies and so on, essentially being clerics of Shan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
yeah,
true.
I'm not saying I'm flashing back to Andrew's character on the D&D, like the Roll20 presents
Oh, the
D&D. Gravaris,
yes,
the
absolutely.
rogue who stole
was
clerical
pretending to be a
power
cleric?
by pretending to be a
Yes.
cleric of a god of thieves.
Oh,
Which
totally.
is just like so good.
Yes, really good.
So good. Alright, I got my
Yeah,
stats.
that kind of thing.
I'm all statted up.
I'm gonna need a fucking
Right.
notebook for this one. I don't usually use a GM notebook, but I think I need one today. I'll go and find one. I'll be back in a second.
I always find one necessary for them.
Yeah, I feel like I need one today to just really keep up. Usually I rely
Especially
on like
this
notes
group,
in
we
Roll20.
go too fast.
Normally I rely on notes in Roll20 and like what everyone remembers, but I just want to like it'll help me like kick my brain into creative mode. So give me 2 seconds.
I'm about to everyone wish me luck. I'm about to drag and drop my first move.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Don't break all the stuff.
It's
I
it
did
work?
it.
It work?
Yeah.
I did it.
Oh my god.
Good
Alright, I'm
job.
going to be here. 16, 15, 13, 12, 9, 8. Alright, and if I'm a cleric, then I want to be wise, I assume.
Yeah, wisdom is your spellcasting stat.
Cool. Let's be nice and wise. That seems good.
These character sheets are real good.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah. 16. And I'm also going to be real smart because Sean.
Born of the soil, 'cause I'm a druid.
And then I'm going to have a pretty good constitution because, you know, I exist in a world where probably poisoning happens a lot.
What?
Or wait, is it more important to have high constitution or high charisma? More important to have high charisma. Alright. Charismatic. Gotta be able to lie to people. Dexterity can be... go dexterity 9 and strength 8. Alright. Cool.
There's been a request from chat that we sing to fill in the time.
Okay, what should we start with?
I don't know.
Has anyone got any good adventure songs?
I mean, I've got like snippets of like 1492 Conquest of Paradise stuck in my head at the moment. But
I mean, I don't know what that is, but it sounds real good.
it's real.
You're gonna have to sing it for us now, Luke.
Do you remember the lyrics?
It could just be because of I've been doing a bunch of union stuff recently, but the only thing that's coming to mind is Solidarity Forever.
I mean, look, I'm not saying that I'm super into being that kind of an adventuring party. and
Cool. How we going?
I'm not saying we should lean into the like, hey, torchbearer model of how adventurers are like the people who this feudal society has failed, and we should all unionize and join up with the dungeon monsters. I'm not saying that, Mel, but like,
But that's
You're
hard
not-
if
you're not
like
saying
the
it.
dungeon monsters are like an extrusion from another plane of existence, I suppose.
I mean, isn't that
I mean,
isn't
like-
that considered the way to win Keep on the Borderlands?
Is
yeah.
that
I mean, the way you win Keep on the Borderlands is by turning them against each other.
Oh no, Caves of Chaos. Sorry, it's not.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Like
It is,
Gary's intention was that you trick them all into stabbing each other.
Yeah.
you
I'm
saw
talking about like, you know, unionize against the Keep on the Borderland and that Baron and his taxes. Like,
Yeah. Well, so
Sorry,
I think
you
a
joke?
common strat is to unionize all the monsters against the Keep, because that's where all the money is.
yeah,
Right.
totally.
So yeah.
You joke,
Sorry,
but me
how-
and Luke have been talking about doing a union like adventure monster game for like at least 2.5 years now.
I have some thoughts, Mel. I was back when Avery announced she was trying out for the Wizards job. I started having some thoughts and some feelings.
Emily.
Question. Question. I'm just aware that as a group we tend to get like
Yeah, let's-
super chaotic, which is fine for us because we can all understand each other, but potentially disorientating for chat. So
Sorry.
let's no, it's good. It's real good. But let's try and like work out where we're at and kind of follow our
How we doing
Nice
with
point.
characters? Have we got stats?
Yep, I've got
Yes.
stats. I've got
Moves.
all of my moves like pre-filled, but I haven't made any of my decisions yet. I've chosen my race and I've chosen my alignment.
What's your
Cool.
recent alignment?
I'm chaotic, and my alignment trigger is destroy a symbol of civilization.
sweet.
Cool.
I'm gonna burn the city down.
Legit.
Gonna go with
What race did you pick?
I'm an elf, mainly because I wanted to be able to turn into forest animals, as well as whatever thing I choose. Because I was thinking for this character, like, domestic animals doesn't make sense, and being good at healing doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I might quickly have a poke around the internet and see if any of the third-party, like, other races stuff is any good. Because, like, someone will have written, like, an orc special for being a druid, and it'll be dope as hell. So, like, I'm gonna just go chasing after that.
I'm gonna go dwarf because I want the cool talk to stones thing.
Heck yeah.
Seems neat.
Lo and
So
behold,
how-
I just found it.
How can someone tell me how I do the drag and drop thing?
Okay, so, are you ready? You ready?
Yes.
So
I'm ready.
you will see that there's a little like black plus sign under
Okay.
moves.
Under moves. All right, hang on. Let me just
Do
go
you
back.
do you see what I'm describing?
Moves. Little black plus icon.
Like on your character sheet.
Oh. I see add.
Okay, so hit add, and a little black thing should appear, and like a little fillable sheet thing.
Yeah. There's like
Okay.
a little. Well, it's a
Yeah,
little
so-
minus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So hit the little minus to close it because you don't actually
Okay.
need to have it open. Then
Oh,
go.
and
Then
there's a
then you're gonna.
plus.
Then you're gonna go across to the compendium. You're gonna click on the thing you want, and you're just gonna drag it over that black plus until it goes yellow, and then you're just gonna let go, and it's all gonna autofill.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna rinse and repeat as often as you need.
Okay. All right. Oh. Yes. Okay. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. There's a couple that don't seem to be in there necessarily. Like there is Words of the Unspeaking, which is... Oh, that's under spells. Never mind. That'll be different. Alright, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh god, now I gotta choose my look.
Yeah, that's where I was just about
Oh, the hard bit.
to go. Is it? Interesting.
Because they're also good.
True.
Like...
True that. They are also good.
With things that say, it's been so long since I played, things that say like number plus stat, is that plus the modifier for the stat? Okay.
If it's the three, if it's the 3-letter version, it's the modifier. If it's the full word,
If
it
it's
is
the full word, for hit points. Oh, it's the full number? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Whereas for load, it is just your strength modifier.
Yeah, cool.
I was initially going to go sharp eyes, because that seems the obvious choice, and then I was like, wait, that seems the obvious choice. I'm going to go kind eyes.
Yeah.
Definitely not sus.
Exactly. I have kind eyes. That's right, I have your best
trust
interest
you.
at heart. Exactly.
You do have kind eyes, Emily.
Oh, Luke, you make everything like sweeter and gayer just by existing.
I mean, like I've decided that's my character. like they're like a feral druid who hates civilization and thinks most people are garbage trash. But for people they're like the den mother, and they're like, no, friend, let me. Oh no, you're sad. Let me cuddle you till you feel better.
That's real good.
Someone upset
I
you,
like
I'll
that.
turn into a wolf and bite their fingers off and make them into a necklace for you.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, that's my attempt at the Rat Queen's aesthetic.
Great, it's real good.
Yeah.
Amazing. Common garb. And a thin body. Right.
Where do we put our load?
I think is there another? It looked like there was another tab in there for gear.
Oh, radio. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so so under class it's got main sub settings.
Yeah,
and sub
cool.
has coin and gear and spells and stuff.
Right.
And that's where you put your spells.
That is neato.
God, this is a good character sheet.
It is.
All right, fam. I would like to open up the table for a discussion because I have a very important decision I need to make. It is my key druid class decision. I need to make it before I can choose my name because I am weird that way.
Okay.
I need to choose what land I am born of. So here are the options. So because I am an elf, I am automatically born of the Great Forests. Or I could be a dwarf and be automatically born of the Towering Mountains. I haven't decided on that yet. I might actually go Towering Mountains, but
I'm a dwarf.
I'm either an elf or a dwarf. I don't know yet. Or maybe I am a dwarf. I like the idea of dwarf. Anyway, here are the other options. The Whispering Plains, the Vast Desert, the Stinking Mire, the River Delta, the Depths of the Earth, the Sapphire Islands, the Open Sea, the Frozen North, and the Blasted Wasteland.
They're all so good.
No.
Damn it. I mean, the depths of the earth would be very interesting.
Yeah.
But
But there'd be
I
a lot of
feel like-
spiders.
it's true. And also, I feel like it's kind of fun to be all going into a space that is foreign and weird and uncomfortable. So,
Okay. So your character's kind of got this whole thing of like being like, you know, abrasive until you get to know them, and then you're really like loving and stuff. I don't know. Kind of makes me very distantly think of Yoda. I think you should go to swamps.
yeah,
I like it.
I mean, I was also thinking the swamp just because like rot and decay and stuff.
yeah.
But
It
then,
seems
but then part of me also wants to pick forest and lean into those parts of the forest ecosystem that are all about
also really
rot
cool,
and
yeah.
decay and darkness and all that kind of shit.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Both
It's-
really cool.
I mean, fuck it. I'm an elf, and I've got the stinking Maya. No, but I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. I really want to be a dwarf.
Okay.
The towering
Then
mountains is great.
Then go dwarf and forest, because you're taking the thing that is usually the elven stereotype of the
Subvert
forest
some shit.
and subvert it, make it into a
some shit.
dwarven thing.
I'm gonna lean into that Norse mythology thing where dwarves were made from maggots on the corpse of the giant that was killed to make the world.
What? That sounds awesome. That's very horror.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why dwarves have a kinship with the rotten, dark bit of the forest.
Neat.
Because we're part of the real forest, not like those damn elves.
I like
Sheep's
it.
fist.
Oh, rude.
Not you.
So-
You're different.
What am I, your token elf friend?
That's right. I mean, look, both of you are just my token friends, full stop, because I only have like 3
Token
friends.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've only got 3 of them, so like...
All right. So I have a question. It's about my alignment.
Yeah.
We're doing a one shot, but we don't want to just be awful and upset anybody. Do I go lawful, endanger yourself, following the precepts of your church or god,
Yawn.
or do I go evil, harm another to prove the superiority of your church or god?
Oh,
I
dang.
like the sound of evil.
All right.
I'm gonna go neutral then, because I was gonna go good, which is defend those
Look, we-
weaker than you. Oh, yeah,
we
could,
can
but
we could make it work, but there would be some
Yeah.
like potentially
I'll go neutral. Defeat a worthy opponent.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
I tend to avoid. I tend to try to avoid PvP stuff at all costs, unless like everyone is like super into it. But we could always go down the path of like, we're working at cross goals, and we the players know that, but we the characters
Yeah.
don't know that. That's
Yeah,
sometimes
no, that's
fun.
all good.
But if neutral's fun, then
Yeah, well, I was gonna do that first, and then I was like, I don't know which one, so that's fine. I'll go neutral.
sure. Alrighty.
So,
I
do
get to
we
choose
have
my
names?
details for my signature weapon.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
The enhancements are so cool.
I want it to be badass and elven.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not like boring, stereotypical like Tolkien.
Oh, God,
just
no.
have long swords.
No. It's actually, and it's not. It's a saber, like a cavalry saber.
Yeah.
You have a horse.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, totally.
Just because
Is that
pointing out the obvious, a cavalry saber
Yeah.
is not a very effective or practical weapon
It's
when
not.
not on a horse.
It's not,
having
but it's
been
my signature
designed
weapon.
for that.
And I'm an
such
elf,
like.
so anything is a good weapon if I'm using it.
I like the idea that elves, like in this game, like are a mounted people.
Mm-hmm.
Are a like yeah.
For
Are
a moment,
people
I
who-
thought you said mountain, and I was like, "How dare you?" That's that's a dwarvish thing.
Actually,
Maybe it was a dwarvish thing.
They totally are in the Devery Chronicles. Elves are horse breeders in
Yep.
Devery.
They are.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a really
oh
cool.
my god,
print.
my armor is not listed in the Oh, I'm gonna have to write some notes
Feedback.
to some people. tweet at Adam. at Skinny Ghost, where the fuck is my druid armor?
Rude.
So you're a GT, aren't you, Em?
Yeah, a GD. Yep. I think it's kind of, the T is kind of pronounced a bit like a D.
Yeah. Cool. A GD. Yeah. The soft T or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Mel, are you Tialie?
Names?
Is
Yeah, so I changed it to Tialie,
Tialie.
which is T-I-A.
Hella elven name.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll post it into the
Tialie.
chat.
Yeah.
I have a question. I need some advice.
Yeah.
So I've chosen, because I get to choose, deity and your deity's domain from a list, and I've chosen knowledge and hidden things, obviously, Shan, and then I choose one precept of my religion, and there is a precept which is your religion is cultish and insular, add petition gaining secrets,
Yeah.
which lines up really well, but maybe too well. I'm not sure. The other options are your religion preaches the sanctity of suffering, add petition suffering. Your religion has important sacrificial rites, add petition offering. Your religion believes in trial by combat, add petition personal victory. So I'm trying to decide whether I should go with, sort of nice overlap and aligning, or something contrasting. Because really all of those petition ones, I think, could be worked into that deity.
If it's contrasting, are you gonna, in this course of a one-shot, are you gonna have much opportunity to play with that contrast?
True. That's true. Yeah. Alright, I'll go with add petition gaining secrets. Cool. Good thinking.
Mel is good, actually.
Aww.
True
Oh, English
facts.
muffins.
So one of the options for signature weapon is glows in the presence of one type of creature. I am half tempted to say that this was taken from an enemy. It glows in the presence of elves, so it's just always fucking glowing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
That's really good. Mm-hmm.
Because just having this obnoxious glowing sword
Yep.
is just...
That's
I love
fantastic.
It matches your personality.
that.
Your character's personality, to be clear.
Obnoxious and glowing.
Positively aggravatingly radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Who had a weapon that glows when elves are nearby?
Orcs, probably.
Yeah, but that's the obvious one. I feel like maybe...
Could it be something really uncommon, like a sort of monstrous race, or what we would commonly refer to as one?
Ooh.
Like what if it's a kobold thing or something?
Why would
I mean,
yeah.
Nah, it's the fucking dwarves. Come on,
Nah, I'm so over dwarf slash elf.
you're so over Tolkien's quote unquote great legacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done with that part of it, honestly.
Okay,
I
reckon
like to
if
think
it's a
kobold.
cavalry saber, what
Yeah.
if it's someone that rides giant eagles? Like
Oh.
that's how they do their thing, right? And so they they swoop down with cavalry sabers.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool. And in which case I'm also going to take possibly huge, because if you're on a giant eagle,
Yeah.
you can't just, it's not like riding a horse, you need a longer weapon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who that might be, that would,
I'm immediately thinking another a bird-like race, like if this were World of
My brain
Warcraft
went straight to
Advanced
Arakawa.
Yeah.
Cool.
But what if? What if? I got very excited for a moment.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like, I want a cavalry saber, but I want it to be longer. You are describing a polearm. You are
I
describing
mean, yeah,
a
fair
pole.
enough. Yeah,
And
yeah.
like
Like a
anything
glaive.
like a glaivish, anything in a
Yeah,
glaivish
yeah,
territory,
totally.
like you are basically describing it.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. So it's a
Yeah.
glaive that looks like the blade is like a cavalry saber.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was half thinking anyway, like I'm really into the idea of you having a spear, of it being a spear, because I love the idea of these people flying down on eagles and then like a cavalry charge, and it's like lances then just like stick into things.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's maybe the guard is designed so that like you stick into it and then it sticks and then you like pick them up, and then eventually the gravity
cool.
like makes them fall off the blade and they just like die really messily when they hit the ground.
drop them somewhere. Yeah.
Do you know who's the best race for this?
Who?
Azamars.
Yes, totally.
yes.
Yeah.
Those callous, unfeeling bastards.
Yeah. So it's
Love it.
Azamar.
I
Big
mean,
old shiny angels on giant eagles.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Why do these celestials hate elves so much?
yeah.
Is it because? Okay, but
Em, you go first. Em, you go first. I've got a thing.
all right. Okay. Is it because the humans of this world view elves very much like the humans in Tolkien view elves as these like ultimate ethereal, like, you know, heaven sent creatures who are possessed of like ultimate wisdom, etc. Meanwhile, they just failed to recognize that Azamars are even a thing, and the Azamars are really bitter.
Oh no. yeah. Absolutely.
I dig
It
it.
is totally that.
I think alternate explanation is because Azamar, like good angels, want things to die so their souls can go to heaven, and elves
and the
live
elves
too
won't
damn long.
die.
Yeah.
That's way better. I love
Okay,
it.
that
I mean, it
does
could be
tie into
both.
something I was thinking as well.
Like in that case, it sounds like immortality is stolen.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah,
You
totally.
do some
Or
magic.
but here's what I like though, Ash. If it's not stolen, and it's not like it's not like they're waging a war with the elves to like take it back. It's like it's mercy killing from their perspective. They're like, no, like you in your like attachment to this world don't understand that this is what's best for your soul.
Yeah.
But
Like I know that your immortality is a bad thing, and so I'm gonna do you a favor and kill you so you can go to heaven.
Complicating that, I want to say that the thing about elves and the cost of having like immortality is that they don't have an afterlife. It's like when they die, they're
Nice.
just dead.
Dead.
Like,
Fucking pretentious ass,
That's awesome.
arrogant, Asimov bastards. I love it.
That's really good.
That's real cool.
I love all of that.
So just to confirm, do elves do a blood ritual where they like involving like the blood of their steeds in order to
totally.
live forever? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this isn't like a, you know, who stole fire from the gods type situation. This is like each of them has to choose immortality and undergo a ritual to do it.
Yeah, but it's a cultural
like
norm.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That's really cool.
It's like a
Then you
coming
have-
of age kind of thing.
Yeah, because then you have like you might have elves who choose not to be immortal, and there would be a social pressure to do so. And cool.
Which I mean,
cultural
like
stuff.
back to Lord of the Rings, is that like, you know?
Yes,
like,
that's
the whole
what
thing
Arwen
of
was
like
doing.
Arwen.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
absolutely.
Which is such a great story.
Yeah, the choice of Arwen and her father.
Yep,
This
absolutely.
poor Elrond decided to outlive his brother by some like 30 odd generations. The fact that Aragorn is very technically Elrond's like great nephew has always, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess so. That's quite a lot of greats, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, after
that's
some
like
point.
Isn't how many greats for that? Isn't it like 20 greats to get back to Rome?
I don't actually remember the exact number. I
It's
think
pretty
from
low.
memory, Elros died like 500 years pre Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which in Dunedain generations might not actually be that long. Because like fucking Aragorn lives to be like 140 however fucking long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows?
Elves hunted by Azamar.
Hell yeah. Fucking Azamar. The worst.
Because their blood magic keeps them out
Elves
of
are
heaven.
great.
I love this because now like the elves are basically like really heavily like steps steps
And
tribes
of
inspired
course.
like Mongolian and stuff.
So,
Of course, the Azamar live in the towering mountains, which is why the dwarves have to live underground, because they're not safe otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
So yeah, I feel like yeah. So in my head now, yeah, like elves have got like suddenly got a very like yeah, like steppe tribes sort of
Yeah, that's totally like the mounted archers, that kind of thing.
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hang on a minute, elves or Azamar?
Elves.
Elves, yeah.
Because it's the Azamar who have the eagles, and then you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Azamar
yeah,
have the
yeah,
eagles.
totally.
The elves
Elves have
the elves
horses.
are horse people.
Wait, I mean, yeah, I love this because to me that leans into the idea that they're both kind of Mongolian, because there's that classic Mongolian eagle hunting like cultural strand.
Oh, see, I was thinking Tibetan as the
Oh,
Tibetan
fuck, yeah,
Nepalese
yeah.
for the
Yes.
for the Azamar,
Yeah, that's
right? Like
cool.
literally,
Sign
they're
me the fuck
heavenly,
up.
right? They are above. They're at the tops of mountains. They're heavenly. They know how to be peaceful with the world, obviously, and
The
no one else
forbidden-
could be right
the
about
forbidden
that.
kingdom.
And yeah, yeah.
Do
Sounds good.
sky burials a thing in Tibetan culture?
Yeah, I
Tibetan-
think so.
Is that one of the cultures that does?
Tibet is the main
Burials?
originary place of sky burial, to my
Yep.
understanding.
Because yeah, that absolutely
Oh, that
seems
makes
like an
perfect
Azamar
sense.
thing
Yep.
to me.
Yep. Luke,
I like this world already.
Mm-hmm.
Haru, you're a dwarf. Haru, why did you end up in the forest learning forest shit?
I'm Hesb. That is my name. I have. It is the Welsh word for like barren, because that describes a mountain. I think. So here's the thing. Everyone always wants, one, to imagine dwarves as living way up on the tops of mountains, or in the tops of mountains rather. And two, everyone always wants to be like, there's forests, and then there's mountains, and the elves live in the forest, and the dwarves live in the mountain. And like, fuck that shit. So like, dwarves live in the forested slopes of mountains, like in the conifer belt.
Yeah,
That's where dwarves are from.
yeah,
And so like the like rich, like loamy, like rotten pine needle, like mushrooms and centipedes, like that whole like ecosphere is as much my space as like the mountain. And so like
Yeah.
if you better believe I'm gonna be turning into a giant bear at some point. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
brain's like thinking of like lots of monarch butterflies as well, just because like that always comes to my head.
Yes, that sounds great.
Like just yeah, cool. Are you a loner, or are you part of like a druidic tradition, or like circle?
I think it's just me. I think I died. Or like, you know, like I should have died, right?
Yeah.
I love you so much, Luke. I think it's just me. Also, I think I died.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that
okay,
explains
I know.
why you're like that explains your connection to Haru,
Thanks.
right? Like
explains a lot about me. I
Mhm.
I know
Yep, it
now.
absolutely does.
I know what my weird druid thing that makes me that marks me as being born of the earth. So I got fucking killed by a bear or some shit. It was like I was a quote unquote raid, right? Like I was like a hunter for my people. I went out, I fought a bear. It like fucking like just blood everywhere, just awful, just real bad scene.
It's like the crocodile.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Bit my guts out.
Yeah.
We went
My
that
head
way.
just like, you know,
That way.
it just like tore me open, and then I just like fucking fell down under like this big old like massive like ancient pinish tree, and its sap like dripped into my wounds and like mixed with my blood and made me this thing. And now I think the scars are like it's not like the scar tissue is not flesh, it's like resin and like
That's cool.
little like pine like branchy stemmy needly things like grow up out of that resin, and that is what marks me as being like born of the earth.
And like, I'm not even fussed about what mountains people choose to live in. Let 1,000 blossoms bloom, but I'm not gonna do anything about it, because every day in the forests, a dwarf is torn apart by a bear.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, I gotta post a video of that in the chat for in case people who aren't
We
Australian.
already
already
posted it in
did
chat
it
once
earlier.
today.
Oh, wonderful.
But you can do it
good.
again.
Post it again.
Oh
Do
my
it
god.
again.
Oh my god, guys, I've figured it out. I've figured it out. The climactic scene of this game is going to be me turning into a dire opossum, and I'm going to my transformation is going to be achieved through reciting Mallory Ortberg's Things What Are Wrong with Possums. That is how my
God.
character achieves their
Oh
transformation.
my god.
Oh my god.
The grabblings and snatchings
So
of your
silly.
fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
Night Dark! Also, Mel, M and I are going to record you performing that when we're down. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
With like
Great.
Properly,
proper
with
like
props
high
and
quality
shit.
all the things.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
You have a costume and everything.
Yeah. Excellent. I'm up for this.
Ajiti, how you going?
Pardon?
Ajiti, how you going?
Yeah, I'm going good. I am just looking at my gear, and then that's pretty much everything, I think.
Cool.
I've got my moves in. I don't choose any specific moves at this point, do I? I just have my starting moves, and that's
Yeah.
that. Cool. Good. That's
But choose
easy.
your spells though.
Yeah. Oh, yes. True, I do. I need to choose. How many?
For you, I think it's like D&D. I think it's you know all, and then you prepare level +1.
Oh yeah, when I commune.
Yep.
Commune, lose any spells already granted to you. You're granted new spells of your choice whose total levels don't exceed your own level +1.
Yeah, so just do commune now, so that you've
Okay.
got that sorted.
Cool.
Dwarves, what are the relationships between dwarves and Azamar?
I hate those fuckers.
But I feel like we maybe don't like them, but I don't feel like they give a shit about us. Like, they care about elves too much, but I feel like they don't really have much of an opinion about dwarves. I don't feel like we necessarily inherently like transgress any of their kind of perceived laws of nature. But yeah, I think
we
probably
bury like a
dislike them.
yeah. I think we probably practice like a lower slopes version of like sky burial, where like it's
Yeah.
the wolves of the woods or whatever. But like I think
Yeah.
it's the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we hate them because they're all like, this life is meaningless. Oh, I'm going to heaven. And we're like, motherfucker, life and death is like a sight. It's not like you live and then you get like you cheat code
You
out into death
ascend.
and then you fucking go to heaven. You just you go into the soil and then you go back into a living thing and you just keep fucking going and you all are obsessed with trying to fucking stop the cycle and fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah. So we're very like focused generally, I would say. We're very, very culturally focused on this life here that we're doing right now. Like, I like
This
the
life
idea
and also its implications for
And it's
and like the
this world.
ways that it will feed
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
lives to come
Yeah.
in the same way that
So-
our bodies will someday.
Yeah, so I think like I think maybe to us, they're kind of like maybe they have like a real kind of disdain or like lack of if this were a modern day setting, the Azamar would like cause like would be terrible for the environment. Like they would you know, just willfully aggravate like climate change and things like that because they wouldn't give a shit about like the world that they're currently doing if it achieved their ultimate goals.
They're the culture of the last bastion.
Yeah.
We're all about to go to heaven. It's okay that we wrecked
Exactly.
the
It's
world.
fine that we wrecked the world. Exactly. We're all going to go to heaven. Whereas we're like, no, this is it. What
This
the
is
fuck are you
all we
doing?
get.
This is the thing. We just get this. We need to take care of it. And like, yeah, I agree. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
What
and you
races-
feeding your bodies to eagles is actually unproductive.
Yeah.
Like the maximal value, the maximal utility will be derived from your flesh once you're done with it by putting it in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
What
Sorry, Ash, what were you going to say?
race or species or
Species.
humanoid-like thing is new or young here in our part of the world?
Can we say humans? Oh, wait, no, that's actually too obvious.
That's why I was asking.
Well, new isn't too obvious.
Halflings?
Gnomes.
Gnomes would be a good one.
Yeah, I love it.
That's fun.
There was
That's
a
fun.
recent.
They're like
there
a
was
fungus.
recent-
They've just started appearing recently and like
Yeah.
on the
I was-
rocks. And
I was about to go in the other direction, and like recently, there's been like volcanic activity, and they're born from like lava,
Cool. I mean,
and so gnomes are simultaneously like quicksilver and like molten and like kind of like burning really bright, but also can be like super slow to change. Like they have both fire and earth in them
That's cool.
in that sense,
Yeah.
and they're like. And they're like 110% the children of the Kill Mother, right? Like,
yes. Okay, I love that. Yeah, that's neat. It's funny because we played so much Ash in the world that has that pantheon. I have such like deep, strong feelings about them. Like I have such like I have such mother feels about Avio and things like that. You know.
It's real good.
Yeah. Yes. The wardens.
Cool.
do we want to take?
I was gonna say let's
like,
take a break.
Yeah, break, and then introductions and bonds after.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
sounds good to me.
let's do it. Also, first, my weapon, my glaive,
Oh God. Okay.
its name, Angel Blood Heartseeker.
Oh my god, that's so terrible. I love it.
Because like, okay, I'm kind of getting the impression, you know, that the song, My Self-Righteous Sacrifice. What's that? Oh god,
Oh,
by
yeah, okay.
really, the elves are the like people that song is criticizing.
Oh, amazing. I love it. Yep,
Yeah.
that's so
Anyway,
good.
All
So
right,
good.
let's pop back in a minute and we can get like right into the shit. All right,
All right.
back soon, chat.